Hello again, guys. Today's video is going to be a little more philosophical than technique based. Last year I had the opportunity to meet a gentleman who specializes in sharks and shark behavior, and he said something interesting that's really got me thinking about a few things in regards to my horsemanship, and I just thought I'd share it with you in case you might be interested in pondering these concepts as well. One of the things, of course, we wanted to ask him was, how do you go and swim with great white sharks and not end up lunch, so to speak? And he explained to us that sharks are apex predators, which means it's their job to cull the sick and the weak from schools of fish and things like that. And they don't actually usually attack other animals just because they can, sort of a thing. They'll usually try to find a specimen that's not a good candidate to participate in the gene pool, sort of a thing. And it's Mother Nature's way of survival of the fittest, sort of a thing. It's evolutionary. And so what he said is that sharks possess a type of sense. It's not exactly vision and it's not exactly auditory, but somewhere in between those two things, a little bit maybe like sonar, but they have the capacity to sense the thoughts of another animal in the ocean. And so if the animal is in stress, is having some kind of stress response, then that's the animal that the shark will target, and they can pick those animals out because their thoughts emit an electrical impulse that the sharks have a sensory perception for, and they use that sensory perception to decide which animals they're going to eat and which animals they should leave alone. So what he said was, before he goes out to study the sharks and take pictures and things like that, is that he really spends some time focusing his mind on what he's there to do and why he's there to do it. And he's also, I forget his name, I'm really sorry, but he's also a student of Pirelli, and he hypothesizes that horses also have a similar kind of sense perception. And he was telling us that he even, used some driving game energy before to tell sharks, hey, I'm not food, right? He would get assertive and sort of send his energy out, and that says, I'm confident and I'm not food and I will fight back, sort of a thing. And when he did that with the sharks, that, would send them away. Oh, he's not, sick or dying or injured in any way. And so they would leave him alone. And he's been doing this with sharks for, I think it's been 20, 30 years, something like that, and never once been bitten. And so before he gets in the water, he really thinks about what kind of thoughts is he thinking, and making sure that whatever he's thinking is something that's going to help him when he gets in the water. And he does the same thing, of course, before he goes to play with his horses. And obviously I don't think our horses are trying to weed out the sick and the weak, but I do think that our thoughts affect how we are perceived by our horses. And I think some of the thoughts that we are thinking that are the most detrimental to our success with our horses is we're thinking thoughts that are less than confident about our own skills and what we have to offer the horse. I believe that most human beings run an inner monologue that's pretty self-abusive, and it's difficult to present yourself with